Hello, influencers. That's right. We're going to be talking about 5 ways to make money on YouTube. Because guess what? That is one of the I's in the video influencer saying, which is building your influence, income, and impact with online videos. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Let me know in the chat area. We'll be looking at those, expecting some questions, and we're going to answer some. But today, we're going to be talking about 5 ways to make money on YouTube. Not only am I going to talk about them, but I'm going to give you examples of how people are doing it, as well as teaching you a little bit about how you can do it for your channel. So, without further ado, let's get started and hit that like button, and remember, leave all your questions. Let's do this.
This video is brought to you by vidIQ, the #1 Chrome extension for YouTubers looking for on-point data analysis, research resources, and enhanced video creator tools. Start getting more views in less time today by signing up for free at vidiq.com/influence. That's vidiq.com/influence.
That's right. /influence. So I'm excited to get into this because obviously this is a huge topic. People start YouTube channels, they want to connect with people, they want to get views, get subscribers, but inevitably we want a lifestyle around YouTube, right? Whether we want to become YouTubers or have YouTube help our business. So making money is so important. So not only am I excited about getting into each one of the 5 ways to make money, but showing you guys actual examples with influencers that we've actually interviewed and going behind the scenes on how that's all done. Also, we're going to be answering your questions. So you guys say hi to Chris. Chris, what's going on, man?
You know, just trying to search for everyone's questions inside the comments. So if you guys have any questions about making money, brand deals, etc., make sure to leave it in the comments. I will be trying to catch them, and Benji will be answering them later on in the video.
That's right. And hit that like button if you're liking Chris's hat, because he doesn't have the silver hair now. He's sporting the Mickey Mouse hat. So hit that like button. Again, he's going to be looking out for your questions. But let's jump right into it. First thing is, if you guys are new to this channel, welcome to Video Influencers, where we're helping build an influence, income, and impact with online videos. That is Sean, the co-founder of this channel, and we are helping you crush it on YouTube. So make sure you follow us on social media. That's our handles, or at Video Influencers all over the internet. So first thing is this: digital products. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with what a digital product is, it's just any kind of product that lives online and exists online after you purchase it. So this book, for example, is not a digital product. It's a physical product, right? You buy on Amazon. By the way, audiobook is out, but you buy this and we send it to you. The audiobook is an example of a digital product. Or say you have an education program. So there's websites like Thinkific, Punjabi, I believe, and you can actually build a digital product, a course, like an educational video that you charge money for. And it's really one of the best ways to make money for a couple of different reasons. Let's dive into it though. This is the thing. People are searching for things. They need answers to their questions. They want to learn something. They want to accomplish a goal. And oftentimes, YouTube is a place to go. So if you're an expert, if you're experienced, if you're passionate about a hobby, and you've got a lot of wisdom to bring to the table, not only can you create a video, right, around what it is that people are searching for, but you could have a digital product that you sell. It's one of the quickest ways to earn income on YouTube, and this is why I started with this, because so many of you already have experience, or you're an expert, or you're just super passionate around this hobby or whatever it is that people are searching for in relation to what you do. So you could create the digital product, put it up, and be making money from day one. And a great example of this is Vanessa Lau. In fact, we just interviewed her recently. And this is a little video of her channel. As you can see, she's got this beautiful website. She's got a YouTube channel where she talks about everything millennials would be interested in. Let's actually jump to those. She's got tons of videos, and because she's adding lots of value to people on the topic of being a millennial and quitting your job and pursuing your passion, she has digital products that she can offer. And so one of the things I love about her that I learned about when we interviewed her is she's got a whole bunch of digital products, and she made 6 figures from those digital products in her first year. In fact, it's actually closer to $200,000. And that's because she hustled on YouTube. She created value in her content, and people wanted more value. So she had digital offerings that she could give to those people, created these smaller groups, and was able to monetize. You're talking probably one of the most successful creators I've met in a while, because she went from 0 to 6 figures literally in less than a year. And I believe she's hit even more than that. But are you an expert in something? Is there something that if you wrote a ebook or an audiobook, or you created some kind of educational... All right, sorry you guys, we are back. We just had some connectivity issues, but we're gonna go ahead and continue on. Chris, let me know if I'm on or not. But yes, so this is the thing. You can turn quick learning to paid education. And that's where I'll leave it off when it comes to digital products. Very powerful. In fact, if you guys are interested in our digital product, go to tubesecretsbook.com. We have a free bonus. It's free, you guys, especially if you buy the book. So make sure you pick up YouTube Secrets.
Still not popping up.
What's that?
But some people say you're good. Some people say it's down.
All right. So I apologize for the delay, but we're good, okay, you guys? So just let me know in the comments area, and we are paying attention to the speed and everything. But let's go ahead and move on. The second way to make money on YouTube that we want to talk about today is affiliate marketing. And what is affiliate marketing? Now, this is the thing. We all buy things from Amazon, from the internet, from the store. But before we buy it, oftentimes we're researching, right? We're asking our friends even, in person, on social media, or we rely on other people's research, other people's reviews. So when you buy a product from somebody else and use their link, oftentimes it's linked to what's called an affiliate account, and that person that refers that buyer to that link or to that website will get a commission. So for example, you sell $100 product, you could potentially make $1 to $5. Now you multiply that by 1,000 people buying that product, that can add up to a lot of money. So that's why I love affiliate marketing. Again, something you can do very quickly. And there's a couple things. We talked about how we all buy things and many of us research it, right? And this is the thing. If you're sharing, reviewing, and you're the go-to channel, this is your opportunity to make money from the sale of that product. Somebody else's product, right? You can have an affiliate account at Amazon. You can be an affiliate of somebody else's digital product as well. So whatever your niche is, whatever you're an expert at, even if you are a vlogger. So my wife and I, we're daily vloggers, and oftentimes in our daily content, we'll be making a recipe, and say people ask us about the blender we're using. We can put in our Amazon affiliate link into the info box. Our viewers click it. When they buy it, we get a commission from it. And one of the best examples of this is a man named Sean Cannell. That's right. Again, here's Sean's website. If you guys didn't know, he has another channel called Think Media, as well as he's a co-founder of this channel, Video Influencers, and he has tons of videos for creators, whether it's camera gear, microphones. He is giving value and teaching people about everything around content creation. In addition to that, though, he has sold a lot of products for Sony, for Canon, for different companies. And because of it, he's been able to generate a lot of traffic to these affiliate links. And one of the stories I love the most when it comes to the rags to riches story is Sean lost his job, lost all his retainer clients. So basically a majority of his income went zero. And within a year from then, he was able to create a 6-figure income just from affiliate marketing alone. So this is very powerful. And again, going back to the same thing with digital products, you could do this from day one. So whether say like this Nalgene bottle, okay, and you're like, this is the best Nalgene bottle. It keeps water cool. It's light. It's really affordable. And people watch that video because they're looking up, like, they're researching this Nalgene bottle, and they click the link because they're like, man, if this guy thinks it's so good and he's an expert on Nalgene bottles, I'm gonna buy it. They click that link, boom, you got a commission. You can do that from day one. So and that's a cool thing too. If you get 100 views and maybe you're not getting a ton of views, you just need a few views to start making money. And it's not like gonna retire you right away, but like Sean, you build up a library of videos, you gain tons of traffic from evergreen type of content that just keeps getting views over and over and over, and it's creating sales on those affiliate links. So very powerful. And the one tip I'll give there is you wanna create content that people are searching for when it comes to products. Do some kind of review on it, or talk about your experience with it. Add some kind of value and make sure you recommend it. Do a call to action to that link, and then there you go. So many different examples of that, and we talk about it more on our channel. But if you guys are liking this, if you guys are excited about making money, hit that like button because we appreciate the engagement, of course. Make sure you're leaving your questions. I just want to give some shout outs to people. What's up, Gabby? How you doing? Gabby is looking out also. She's on our team, lead content creator. Let's see. Fritz Ohano says they're a new YouTuber. Well, welcome to the club. We got Rar. It's Aisha. She says, hey girl, to Tatiana. So, hey girl. We got Fritz. We got Dr. Sten. Anyways, I am paying attention to the comments as well. So let's go ahead and move on. So we're talking about 5 ways to make money on YouTube. There's a million ways, but we're just talking about the 5 basic ways. 5 my favorite ways, actually. And number 1 was digital products, right? Products that live online and exist online. Maybe this is a lot. All right. We're back, you guys. We are back. Chris, let me know if we're back. Sorry about that. We're going to move to a new studio, and it's going to be faster internet, so trust me. So we're talking about brand deals. If you aspire to become a YouTuber because you know about the opportunities online, you probably understand the opportunity of brand deals and sponsorships. If you get enough views and you have an audience, oftentimes brands want you to talk about their products, right? Say, Coca-Cola, for example, product placement. Or say there's a new service that a company is offering. They might want you to talk about it. And this is the thing. This is why the opportunity is huge, and it's been a main part of our business model for over a decade. It's because people hate commercials, but they love watching our content. I'm not just talking about my content or me and my wife's vlog. I'm talking about they'd rather consume content that's valuable, that's entertaining them, that's informing them, and then be told about the product, brand, or service or business that you're being paid to talk about. Because I don't know, there's something about somebody giving you something to you, right? Through the content, through the value they're delivering, and then you supporting them by just watching the call to action to the brand. And it's that simple. And what I can tell you is I've had a lot of people mention that they don't think brand deals is worth it because you're helping to build somebody else's brand. But the reality is these businesses, they need us influencers, whether a micro influencer or a mega influencer. They need the attention that we have through our content. So they're willing to pay money for that attention to integrate their brand, product, service, whatever it might be, into your videos. And the opportunity is real. And guess what? It's created a 7-figure income for my wife and I. It's created tons of opportunity for so many different influencers. So let's just break it down a little bit. We talk about how people hate commercials, right? And brands and businesses, they need exposure. So the key is this: create content and integrate creatively. And what I mean is, when you're first starting out, you don't want to just do brand deals. Now, if you want to try to do that, that's fine. But the goal first is different than the other two ways to make money, is to get people's attention. And the way you get people's attention, deliver some kind of value. If you're a comedian, make people laugh, entertain them. If you're a news channel, you inform them, you keep people up to date. If you are a vlogger, connect people, make them feel like they're your friend, or they're part of a club, or part of this group that you're creating, this audience that you want. And through that, you can build this relationship that's going to turn into trust. And when they continue to watch, this is your opportunity to work with brands or businesses that want to get in front of the audience that you have, to be able to promote what they're selling, and you get paid to do this. And this can be very, very significant. I don't want to say you don't need a lot of views, because you're going to need a significant amount of views in relation to the audience and the product you're promoting. What I'm saying is, say it's just like general brand, like a makeup company. Their makeup might be like 10 or 20 bucks. You're going to need a huge audience to get paid, like 5 figures, 6 figures, like those big paydays. But maybe it's something more exclusive. Maybe it's a product that's $1,000, and you have a niche channel that caters to the audience that would buy that. For example, say you were a camera review channel, but you only reviewed high-end video cameras made for cinematography, for making movies. And say the company, the Red Camera company, wanted to sponsor your channel. You might not need as many views, because they don't need as many sales. Those cameras are literally, I want to say, like thousands of dollars, maybe $10,000. So they don't need that many sales. So if you have an audience that's niche, and you can promote that audience to these brands that you're going to work with as being a strong audience for their product or service, there's a lot of opportunity there. That's all I'll say. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and talk about my wife for a second, actually, because she is the person that I've learned about working with brands more than anybody. So my wife, she is a beauty YouTuber, but she started a vlog, and we have a family vlog. We've been vlogging for about 8 years, and all we do is share our life with our kids. There's my wife in her makeup room, and that's how she started, just talking about makeup brands, and that's how she was able to get sponsored in the beginning. And as time moved on, and that's, again, these are some of her sponsored posts on other platforms. But my wife and I, in our vlogs, because we have an audience who's interested in family lifestyle, they look to my wife for advice on everything beauty to being a mom, and all the products that go along with parenting kids, as well as me. I'm into food. So one of the sponsorships we currently have with a company called Home Chef, and they deliver food to our house, and we cook it and we eat it. Now, we're going to eat every single day, and we vlog about it all the time. And people know I love teaching about food and cooking healthy dishes. So it makes sense for a company like Home Chef to sponsor us. And again, like being sponsored by companies is very lucrative for us. And so don't take it very seriously, because this opportunity is only going to continue to grow as brands and companies realize they need to be in the content of these influencers. It's an influencer revolution, people. All right. With that being said, let's get into some Q&A. We got 2 more points we're going to cover. But Chris, are you ready for a question?
Yes, I am.
All right, go ahead.
Now, this question is dedicated to multiple people that have been asking this, and it keeps going back to how many subscribers, how many views, and all that stuff. And I know it's kind of a hard question to answer because, like you mentioned, if you have a niche channel, if you have a significant amount of followers, and you're able to have influence, can you kind of like narrow down a realistic number possibly for people? Of course, when you're just starting, like I personally, like this is me saying it, I don't think you're going to make money yet. but that's the whole point of the
A
process.
number of what? Number of views or subscribers?
Yes. Just
Yeah,
like a realistic number for
So
people.
normally I wouldn't answer something like that so simply, but more and more as there's a marketplace and there's a demand and supply for brand sponsoring channels, I think that you can actually talk about numbers. Number one, you got to define who your audience is. So is it a very broad audience like our audience, which is for a vlog channel? And you're going to probably need at least 10,000 subscribers before you can even expect people to want to sponsor you. More important than subscribers, though, is views. So for a vlog audience like that, I'd say like anywhere from 5,000 to 20,000 views is a good starting point for taking it seriously. Now, don't get me wrong, you can get sponsored when you get less views than that, but the amount they're going to sponsor you for or the amount they're going to give and the work that you're going to put in, it's not worth it. It's actually better to monetize in other ways and wait and put off getting sponsored by brands until you get more views and more subscribers. But like I mentioned, say you have a very niche audience. For example, this is a channel that's a very niche channel where you guys are influencers, right? You're content creators. You're willing to spend money on these products to level up your business. You want digital products and education. So we could work with a company that, like that wants a sponsor for this audience. So we might not need as many views. For example, our average views are much less than what my wife and I get, but I could probably land a sponsorship with a company for about the same amount for the same amount as my other channel with 10 times more views than what I get on this channel because it's a niche audience. Does that help, Chris?
I think so.
Perfect.
Yes, I truly
Perfect.
think so.
And let me know if you have another question or else I can move on as well.
I have one more.
All right, go ahead.
This one's from Judah. And when it comes to like the sponsorships, because you do need a certain amount. Now, let's say you have like 500 loyal subscribers. He's asking, is making merch a good way to make money online?
Perfect. Yeah. And in fact, that is a great segue into our next topic, which is your own products. All right. So you were asking about merch. Absolutely. If you've got an audience, even a small audience, and you want to start making money, one of the best ways to do it is selling your own products. And it can be as simple as a t-shirt. I'm wearing this cool YouTube Kids app t-shirt right now. But say you have say this was like a popular image from your content, you could easily sell a shirt like that with people that are raving fans. This is the thing. We're talking about always adding value to people's lives, whether you're entertaining them, educating them, informing them, connecting with them. And that value is it's gonna almost demand that if you ask for people's support, a certain percentage will want to support you because you've done so much for them. So many of our audience from my vlog channel have wanted to support us through buying our products. So when we sell shirts, they almost always sell out as long as it's like a small run or it's a limited amount because people just love sporting our gear, but also they want to support us. So going back to your own products, we led with merchandise, but there's so much more to it than just shirts and hoodies. We're talking about anything you can imagine because the reality is we all buy things all the time for anything in our life, from groceries to, obviously clothing to products in our house, things that we need. And guess what? If the viewers trust you, they'll trust your product. And this is why adding value is so important. For example, if Sean and I, right, after so many years decided we're going to make a lighting kit for you guys that's affordable, but it's got high quality lighting and it's very, high quality and it's reliable and it's easy to set up, and we put our brand on there, and maybe we even go to the manufacturer direct and create that, I believe a lot of you would support. Let me know if you guys are just starting out, if we've given enough value that if you were looking for a lighting kit, you would buy a video influencer's like kit? Let me know with comments and also give us a thumbs up, but I believe you guys would. So there's a lot of people doing this. And actually one of my favorite examples of this is a friend of mine who I just recently interviewed named Mikey Bustos. So let's look at his channel. So Mikey Bustos here, amazing, talented person, and yes, that's him in a Speedos, one of his most famous videos. Comedian, singer, also a vlogger. But look at this channel. This is a channel about ants. It's his third channel, and he gets tons of views. And I've been having some issues. All right, we're back. Sorry, you guys. Sorry. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. We're almost done here anyways. But let's see. What was the last thing you saw here? I'm going to go back to this. See that?
Mikey Bustos and the ants.
Yeah, see this ant farm right there? I don't know if that's his product. I'm guessing it is. But if it isn't...
It is his product.
Oh, yeah. Mikey Bustos has this ant channel. And he has actually worked with a manufacturer directly to create ant farms for his audience. I mean, we're talking, I think he's got 1 million views. Chris, you want to see if he's got 1 million views now? The last time I interviewed him, he was just barely there. But people that are into ants that want ant farms will buy his ant farm, and he monetizes from it. And it's amazing because this was a third hobby channel. So don't discount a hobby or passion that's kind of like something you do for fun on the side, because you could develop that into a full-fledged business like Mikey Bustos has. He's more known for his singing and his comedy, but he has this whole business around ant farms where he sells his own ant farms with his brand, which is Ants Canada. Which is okay. So Chris
3
says
million,
he has,
but his vlog channel is 6,000 away.
So he just hit 1 million subscribers on his Ants channel, which is
no,
awesome.
3 million.
3 million on his Ants channel?
Yeah, because he had 280
Okay.
when we met him.
So 3 million, and that was a channel he didn't really take seriously at first. I remember his first video was just him out in the forest trying to catch like a certain type of ant that was rare or something like that. So it's powerful. In creating your own product, what I love about that is you take out the middleman. So you're not sharing in that profit. So the profit margins are a lot better. If you guys are loving this content, hit that like button. I do apologize for the slow internet. Hopefully everything's better. But let's go ahead and move along to the next way to make money, which is the fifth and final way that we're going to talk about is an offline business. That's right. So if you're just joining us, welcome to Video Influencers. We had some internet connection issues, but we're back and we're talking about the 5 ways to make money on YouTube. The 5 ways I want to talk about today. And the first one being digital products. Say you've got an educational course or audiobook, bam, you can sell it online and exist online, and there's no overhead afterwards, which I love, unless you got customer service. Secondly, affiliate marketing. Oftentimes we want people's referrals when it comes to a product, and when we, the content creator or the influencer, refer people to a product, there's an opportunity for us to actually gain a commission from it. So it's very powerful. Third, brand sponsorships. If you know anything about YouTube and becoming a YouTuber, there's brands that will pay you money to have their products integrated into your videos or talk about their service. And it's powerful. It's the way we've made money, my wife and I, for the last decade. The fourth way we just talked about is your own products. So whether it's merchandise or you create something like a custom made bottle, or the example we just gave is my friend Mikey Bustos. He has an ant channel where he creates ant farms. He goes direct to the manufacturer and offers them because he has so much valuable content around the passion for ant farms that people that are into it, that are looking to start, will buy those entry or those beginner type of ant farms from him. Okay, huge profit. All right, but the fifth way is an offline business. So what I mean by that is this. Say you've got a business currently. One I always think about is, say you're a real estate agent, right? How does a real estate agent make money on YouTube? You know, you don't hear about a lot of YouTuber real estate agents, but a real estate agent is somebody that helps somebody buy and sell houses offline, right? Obviously, if you're going to buy your first house, you have an agent to help you do that. You can create content around frequently asked questions around the real estate experience. And because of it, you're going to add enough value that potentially someone in your neighborhood or your local area will be like, hey, this guy's helping me so much on so many of the questions I have about buying a house. I should just buy through him. And in that way, that's how you're promoting your offline business with YouTube. And this can be done in many, many, many ways. Say you're an expert, or say you're a motivational coach and you like to inspire people. You can create content that gets people to peak state of mind, get them energized, pumped up, whatever. And maybe what you're doing is promoting your talks as a speaker. That's a business offline, and you become a speaker at their event, or maybe they want to bring you in as an expert to teach on something. So your content line is supporting that offline business as a speaker or consultant, maybe, right? Or maybe have a service. So recently I just broke my collarbone and I went through a physical therapy for about a year. And I was telling my physical therapist, if there was videos out there for entry level physical therapy that I could perform on myself, and there was little videos of it, not everybody that watches that video is going to come and walk into his doors and be a client of his or a patient of his, but there'll be enough people that will get value that is nearby or in his local area that will want to become one of his patients, right? Because you guys are dropping like flies, left and right. Thank you for your patience, everybody. I apologize. We're going to fix this, okay? But the reason I like this is because most people aren't thinking like this about a offline business, okay? They're thinking about making AdSense through the ads and making money through the views. But you have an opportunity to make money from the business you currently have if you're strategic about the way you put out content. So going back to this slide, got to add tons of value first, then you promote your business, right? You don't want to call to action right at the very beginning. Don't get me wrong. Every time you do a video, you should talk about your business, but think value first. One of the things that irks me a lot is when there's business people that come onto YouTube and all they're doing is putting out commercials. We already mentioned this. Nobody wants to see a commercial. They want to get something out of the video. Stop putting up commercials. Put up value and then talk about your business. So it's a huge opportunity, and bam, that was a lot to take in, and that was long and exhausting. And I appreciate you guys that are sticking around, because the number of people that are on is always constant. So it means it's the same people willing to be patient, that willing to hustle and learn on a weekend because this is important to them. Chris, should I show JP? Should I talk about JP, or should we just move into Q&A? What do you think?
Let's hit up this question really quick, or this comment, and then go to JP, because I think it'll be a perfect transition.
Perfect. Let's do it.
So this is from Fritz, and she said this. She goes, I just realized now that YouTube is so competitive. Now, it's really not, but it is. But based off, if you're trying to do what everyone else is doing, I think it's competitive. But if you're doing your own thing and you're niche down, then you're only competing with yourself.
You should just take over, Chris, because that is great.
Okay.
Great point. But I agree with Chris. Fritz, and I also agree with you. It is very competitive. As there's success, people are taking note and they're paying attention. So they also want that success, right? They want the opportunity for themselves. So more people are creating channels all the time. When I talk to young kids, every single kid has a YouTube channel, and that's only going to create more YouTubers, more content creators, inevitably influencers. But also, there's more eyeballs. We're talking 2 billion logged in people every single month on YouTube. That's a huge amount of people. But there's more people all the time. And I love what Chris said, because it's completely right. There's so much opportunity that we can't even fathom yet. But I've seen so many different ways of making money on YouTube and just on online video in general, that people aren't tapping into it. I find niche channels all the time that blow my mind, and I've been doing this for a long time. I've interviewed a ton of people. Between Sean and I think we've interviewed, Gabby, let Chris know how many people we've interviewed, but I think at least 100, maybe 150. So we've talked to a lot of people with different business models from different niche audiences that have created opportunity for themselves. And yes, it seems like there's more competition. I believe there's more people creating channels and putting up content and trying to get those views than ever. But also, people are really expanding their horizons about how to create income for themselves. So always, this is why we do this. This is why I put on these broadcasts, or Sean and I will interview YouTubers, or we'll bring you the latest and greatest business models and strategies for creating income on YouTube, because there's always new ways and people are figuring out different avenues of cash flow, and you've got to keep an open mind. I think that's the most important thing. Don't get bottled into just one way of doing something. Really create content first, get that audience, make sure you're getting views, be consistent about it, and in that journey, you're going to get to be exposed to the opportunities that'll make you that money for your channel, in your business, in your life. Chris, should I go into JP?
Yes.
Boom. Okay. Last guy I want to talk about, JP Sears. JP Sears, actually Awaken with JP. He has this awesome channel about self-help, and he covers kind of taboo topics in a very comedic way. I'm sure you've seen him before. These are his videos. Cool guy. That's Spiritual JP, and puts on these little skits about taboo subjects. Very funny. And guess what? He's very successful. And the reason I like talking about him on this supporting an offline business is because he creates these skit videos. In some cases, get tens of millions of views. And don't get me wrong, he probably makes good money from the income from the ads on those. But where he gets even better opportunity is from his comedy tour. So he tours the whole country. Just random cities sometimes, big cities, small cities. He promotes it to the audience that he's going to be there. And I've actually been to one of his shows in Seattle, and he has this huge crowd of people that watch his comedy stand-up gigs. And he makes money from it. In addition to that, he's oftentimes invited as a speaker and makes, I'm not at liberty to say how much, but I'll say this. A lot of people, in fact, myself included, would love to get paid the kind of rates that he charges for a speaking gig. So again, he's an example of he's creating content on YouTube, but he's promoting an offline business. So the last thing I'll say on this is, what business do you currently have, or could you create that might be a brick or mortar business, like a restaurant, or maybe you have a service, or you're a consultant, that content on YouTube could potentially support by adding value first in some way and doing a call to action to that business? All right, you guys. Chris, one more question and then we're good to go. All right, so no. I'm giving some shout outs here. Gabby, again, what's up? Yes, JP is great. Mick FQ, who I don't know and I don't mind. I don't know what you're saying there, but A Life to Live. Ultra Spiritual JP, yes, he is amazing. Let's see, let's get a question real quick. Let's see, yes. By the way, so Wendy Co-op talked about Patreon. So one way to create income that we didn't talk about is get your audience to support you directly. So you can use a website like Patreon where people pay you money directly for extra content, or because they just want to support you. Maybe you don't give them anything. It's just like a simple shout out. You know, YouTube has the memberships area where people can actually pay to be a special viewer and get certain emojis as well as access to exclusive content. I think the thing I wanted to bring up today, of course, I only had time to dive into 5, but what I want you to walk away from this broadcast with is the fact that there is a ton of opportunity. In fact, that's actually my last slide. More opportunity than ever before because there's more viewers, because YouTube is just growing all the time, and there's just so much that is happening in the digital universe. Last thing I want to mention, YouTube Secrets. It's out. It's been out. So many of you have left lovely comments on Amazon. So if you guys have bought this and thought it was dope, make sure to leave an Amazon comment, as well as the audiobook is out. So make sure you guys check that out too, because we would love for you guys to listen to it on Audible. And you guys can, of course, go to tubesecretsbook.com for those free bonuses. All the links for that will be down below. Chris, last thoughts before we close this out.
I think just banking off of what I said last, and it's just pretty much there's competition everywhere. I mean, there's competition when you apply for McDonald's and etc.
Yeah.
But it's just make it different. So if you're a tech channel, don't be a tech channel who reviews cameras. Be a tech channel that likes eating hot Cheetos while they review. I don't know. Just make it different and just like be yourself, and don't try and be like everyone else.
You just created a new channel, and if somebody
whoever does that, just hit me up, please.
Whoever creates that tech channel while eating spicy things,
and they're like touching the camera. It's like
that's actually kind of funny.
everywhere.
That's kind of funny because Hot Ones is where they interview celebrities. It's a show called Hot Ones where they this guy named Sean interviews celebrities while they're eating spicy chicken wings. It's a great last note, which is just do something different. Combine different models with different strategies, and you're going to come up with something that's going to be special for you and your audience and your content and your personality. And just know that there's tons of opportunities. As always, we're helping build an influence, income, and impact with online videos. Hit that like button. Continue to leave comments down below, and any questions, we'll try to answer as many as possible. And I'll see you next week.